To be very, very honest with you, in the South has not always been the friendliest place for African Americans. It's been a difficult time for the president to present himself in a very positive light as a leader.
All right, folks, there you go, the race card. The Democrats are doing it early and often. Joining us now is A.B. Stoddard, associate editor of TheHill.com. Hey, A.B., how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, good. Welcome, and thanks for your patience. You wrote a great piece that talked about, well, a doomsday scenario, really, for the Republicans, and in my view, for the country. You end it by saying, you know, after you go through the whole list of possibilities, successive losses in the Senate, a failure to capture the majority, and a Clinton victory in 2016, which would represent the 6th of 7 of the last presidential elections in which Democrats have won the popular vote, would be devastating for Republicans. We're 4 days out. Do you really think the Senate's going to stay Democrat at this point?
Oh, no. In the piece, I say I don't think it's likely.
Yeah, I know.
I think Republicans are going to take the Senate. But if Democrats manage to get their voters out, which none of us think that they will because they come out in presidential years and not in midterm years, and they actually end up holding on, it's just it's devastating because it's much harder for Republicans to take the Senate back in 2016. The numbers are really against them. Even if they win the majority seat this year, they could lose it 2 years from now. So there's a lot of work to be done. This is the Republicans' best shot, though. I think they're going to pick up between 6 and 10 seats.
Wow, 6 and 10. And again, you know, you heard Mary Landrieu there with her remark about, you know, the reason so many people are against Obama in the South, especially, it's not only his policies, that it's never been friendly towards blacks. I mean, that kind of rhetoric is out there. We had a congressional candidate on stage right before Hillary Clinton took the stage recently, calling a senatorial Republican candidate an Uncle Tom. We had one calling Nikki Haley a whore. I mean, not that the media cares about that. If you say macaca, though, you're in big trouble. But what's going on? Is this just desperation?
Well, I mean, this is the Obama coalition is made up of young voters and women, unmarried women, and African-American voters. And they've turned them out so well in years past. If President Obama won the same number of black voters in Ohio in 2012 that he had in 2008, Romney would be president. He had to register new ones. So he did that very successfully. They are worried that these voters are not going to come out. I think women of that coalition would be the most likely. His approval numbers with women are upside down in these most important states. So they don't know how to turn black voters out in a midterm cycle. This is why there are flyers being distributed in heavily African-American neighborhoods in North Carolina, in urban areas, that say that if the Republicans take control of the Senate, President Obama is going to be impeached. I mean, it seems pretty desperate, but they're hoping that's going to get people to the polls.
Yeah, I know, but in your mind, does that justify that kind of politics? And again, you know,
no,
Charlie,
I think it's extremely manipulative, and actually, African American voters who felt that they were disappointed by President Obama in 2012, you know, still came out for him because people in their churches were telling them, you know, the Republicans lie about their president, and so they were loyal even though they were deeply disappointed. I don't even know why. Any of them, given the state of the economy, the prices at the border, you know, the onset of Ebola in America, the widespread government mismanagement, and now, you know, the threat of ISIS, would look around and say that he's really delivered enough for them. But even the most loyal Obama supporters are disappointed, and he's also told them he has a pen and a phone, which makes their congressperson pretty unnecessary. So I don't know how any loyal Democrats turn out in this election, but African Americans in particular have been disappointed by his policies, and 6 years in don't see that he's been a significant boost to their livelihood.
What do you make of Hillary with her corporations and businesses don't create jobs? I mean, she tried to take it back, but if you watch that tape and listen as we have, you know, she was very deliberate, she was very definitive, she was very precise and concise, and she knew exactly what she was saying. Well,
you know, she's so interesting because she's the most calculating politician on the planet. I mean, absolutely. She's married to the most popular one, but she is so cautious and so careful. And what she did was she was trying, you know, in the presence of Senator Elizabeth Warren to, to sort of, she's trying to basically
Out Warren Warren.
The threat of Warren,
Yeah.
right. She's trying to neutralize that threat. She's trying to sort of sound similar to her, and it's not. It really was. I think it was a slip, and that she did have to correct herself. She doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but obviously there's something about the Warren popularity that really makes her nervous.
Yeah. All right, AB, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming on, and I really appreciate your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you. AB Stoddard, ladies and gentlemen, associate editor of TheHill.com. And check out her recent piece, What If Dems Win? Dem. Every time I hear Dem, it's like the Brooklyn Dodgers, Dem bums. The Malzberg panel is next. Don't go away.